Hey pals, it's Cassie, and welcome back to another reaction video of Naruto. As always, I'd like to thank all of my subscribers and anyone watching this video. Thank you guys so much for following me on my shinobi journey. I super appreciate it. Second, as a reminder, or in case you are new, that even though I have been an anime fan for a very long time, I have never watched Naruto. However, because it's been out for so long, and because my bestest friend in the whole world just loves Naruto, and because of the internet, there are just some things about Naruto that I already know. This is mostly like character names and what they look like, no real major plot points. It has also come to my attention that I may know more things than I think I know, but I don't know what these things are until they come up in the show. So, I apologize in advance if this bothers anybody, but we are just going to keep watching Naruto and enjoying it to the fullest. On to the recap. Now, in the last episode, we kind of had a conclusion, not really a conclusion, to this battle between Kakashi, Asuma, Kurenai, Itachi, and I don't remember if it's Kisame, Kasame, something like that. They essentially, Guy Sensei showed up and showed them how awesome and strong he was, and they decided to leave because I guess he said something about the losses would be too great or something like that. Meanwhile, Naruto is about to go on this journey with Jiraiya to find this other person, this third Sannin, because Jiraiya doesn't really want to be the Hokage, but he thinks this other person can be the Hokage instead, which honestly, if those are the only two options, I'm betting this other person is going to be the next Hokage. I don't really see Jiraiya being the next Hokage, especially because he doesn't want to do it. I'm curious how that's going to work out, especially because, you know, in the last episode, I gained a little bit more respect for Jiraiya because he, told Kakashi he would take over his training. And so even though he seems always, not serious, he is serious about making sure Naruto is prepared for the life that he's going to have ahead of him, essentially. He's always, Jiraiya was saying he's always going to have people who want the power that's inside him, and he's just going to have to live with having people have a target on his back. And I think that's really sad, but in the grand scheme of how I guess people wanting to possess power works, that makes a lot of sense. And I mean, I know that Naruto eventually becomes the Hokage, but that's just something that I think is going to be really interesting to see how he grows and how he gets to that point, because since he's starting off at the bottom and become the underdog, even just well, I mean, he's not really at the bottom right now, at least not in my opinion, but at the very beginning of the series, being always seen as the joke and coming and going so far. I'm just curious how much he's going to grow in this span. Just overall, I'm excited. But backtracking just a little bit, the whole Sharingan versus Sharingan fight, I'm curious because, Kakashi has the Sharingan eye, but he's not a Uchiha, so he doesn't have the same, qualities that is required to unleash its full power, at least according to Itachi. And according to some people in the comment section, they were talking about, I know one person in particular were saying that the reason Orochimaru wants Sasuke's body is because he wants his eyes, but he also wants to have the physicality to be able to handle it. And considering what, we learned in the last episode, that makes a lot of sense. It's just, there's a lot of things that are being presented to me, and I just want to know more about all of them. Without further ado, let's get into this. I know my journey is so slow, but we're getting there. Alright, our little animal sidekicks. Drink some tea with my awesome Zutara mug. We're starting off with the funky, quirky music. I love it.
Well, come on, pervy sage. I'm on pins and needles. What's this new jutsu you're gonna teach me? The last time around it was a walk-on-water jutsu.
Now that I think about it, did he ever actually master that? I mean, I know he did, but he didn't. Once they did that, they went to the summoning. So did he truly master the walking on water?
You have no idea how amazing a guy I am, do you?
Huh?
Well, you don't really present yourself in the best light, so...
Allow me to reveal my true identity. From the north to the south and the east to the west. Not even the spirit.
He whips his hair back and forth.
Yes, I'm speaking of none other than myself.
He's never heard of you. Just walks right past him. Oh, I love it. Oh, you know what's so funny is I've actually been to Japan before, and the crows do actually sound like that. They're like, ah, ah. It's so funny.
So, the fact that such a big pervy sage chose me as his traveling companion must mean something, right? I must be a potential genius in the making. Ah, man, it's just like I always thought.
Is he ever gonna tell him the truth?
Well, the truth is, kid, a long time ago, the fourth Hokage used to be a disciple of mine.
Really? Aw.
Holy, that's awesome!
What's up with you?
Oh, man! If I'm like the fourth Hokage, that means I possess the same level of genius he did! I'm on my way to Hokage after all!
I'm like glad he thinks so positively. Like, we really need that sometimes, especially in these times.
The only similarities you share with the fourth Hokage is pig-headedness and that spiky blonde hair of yours!
What was that? You senile little perv! Not again!
This scene is so weird. Well, it's kind of nice because considering all the intensity that's been happening, this is kind of a nice, refreshing.
Would you take these dumplings over to Ino's house? To Ino's house? These? That's right. Don't be a bother and stay too long, all right? Everyone is so busy these days.
Well, yeah, they're rebuilding the entire village.
Oh, hey, I should bring some of these over to Sasuke later, too.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, and Naruto, too. He'd probably eat just about anything.
That's nice that she's thinking of Naruto, though.
Sasuke, thank you. I mean, you know, you protected me from the sand.
No, it was Naruto.
No.
Huh?
Did Sasuke not tell anybody what happened?
It wasn't me who rescued you. It was Naruto.
He's capable too, Sakura. I know she knows that.
Sasuke, you're just being overly modest again. Sure, Naruto's gotten stronger, but against the sand ninja?
I'm telling you the truth.
As he struggles on the sidelines.
Naruto fought tooth and nail to save you, Sakura. He displayed a kind of strength he'd never shown before.
He did. I appreciate that Sasuke is acknowledging that, because since he was literally the only one who witnessed it, well, not the only one, but the only other ninja really that witnessed it, well, I guess there was Tamada. You know what? The only person that witnessed it, he could have taken all the credit, but he didn't.
I wasn't able to do anything.
No matter what happens, I swear I'm going to protect you! Montee Shadow Clone Jutsu!
Is he, like, jealous of Naruto right now? Thinking about how he's always thought he's so much stronger and he wasn't able to do the things that Naruto was doing.
Naruto just gets stronger and stronger. Compared to him,
Everyone grows at their own pace. Of course, he's not going to be satisfied with that. And if you just settle, you'll never grow. I get that. Oh, no.
I'm pretty certain you could go toe-to-toe with him, though I'm not sure I could. He's on a whole other level.
Yeah.
Are they talking about Jiraiya?
Even if there were more of us, the result would remain the same.
Never thought I'd have to go up against one of the legendary Sannin.
They are talking about Jiraiya.
Then both the Uchiha clan and the Seven Swordsmen of the Mist will have their names dragged through the mud.
True. But still, even the strongest of opponents always has a weakness.
Are they going to exploit this weakness? Does Jiraiya know they're being followed?
Hey, Pervy Sage.
Hmm?
What kind of a student was the fourth Hokage?
Well, I think it's safe to say he rose to greatness because of my tutelage. So, to land me as a sensei, well, kid, let's just say you hit the jackpot, okay?
Naruto reaction times 4.
I was a young buck myself back then.
Young buck!
Why is that so surprising? Everybody was young once.
I got a little tangled up.
Naruto is just so adorable.
So wait a second. If you studied with Kakashi, that means you must have gone through the bell training. Am I right?
Huh?
The
Yeah,
bell
I did.
test.
Forgot about that.
Oh yeah, he didn't get to eat because he broke the rules.
Only I was tied to a stump. Man, I forgot how bad all that sucked.
What? You too, huh?
Huh? Me too?
Oh, the flashback!
There are 2 bells. And since there are only 2, one of us will get tied to the stump, huh? You're pretty quick on the uptake, Orochimaru.
Oh, it was the 3rd Hokage's test. I love that.
Well, Jiraiya, looks like I win our little wager. Enjoy your time on the stump.
Ah, just shut up, you flat-chested cutting board! What did you say? You annoying little...
Okay, since that's Jiraiya and that's obviously Orochimaru, is this the 3rd Sannin? I'm gonna assume that's the case.
How can you be a ninja? You keep falling for the same obvious traps over and over again.
Yeah, but...
You could learn a few things from Orochimaru.
It's always the same thing with you, Sensei. Orochimaru this and Orochimaru that.
He's in the same position that he felt with Sasuke. Oh, Kakashi. Oh, he's got pictures. That's so adorable.
What are you doing? What the hell is going on here?
Calm
not
down.
much, really.
Hey,
God, you're
is it
such a
true
bad
that
life.
Itachi has returned?
Dude!
And that he's come here to get Naruto?
Dude! Sasuke's right there. Tact is not part of this guy's arsenal. Oh no.
I'm back to the village, huh? And he's after Naruto? What does this mean?
Is he going to Naruto's house? Yeah.
Hey, Sasuke.
Where is Naruto?
Well, I don't know. I just got here myself. I wanted to give Naruto some sweets.
If Naruto gets caught, he's dead.
Oh, he's actually worried about him. It's funny that he knows all his favorite spots.
Now that I think of it, I believe he mentioned that outpost town a ways out from the village. Yeah. And then he set out with Master Jiraiya.
Jiraiya?
Does he know who Jiraiya
Yeah,
is?
Jiraiya.
Okay. Okay.
Now, if you want to find him, you're looking for a great big old fella with a head of white hair.
A big guy, white hair.
Hey! Aw, come on. If you're gonna stop by to ask some questions, the least you can do is order some ramen.
He ain't got time for that. They're gonna stop him though, aren't they? No? He just runs out of the village? Please tell me they're going to follow him. They're not really gonna let Sasuke go there by himself. That's weird. I don't like that. That was weird.
A disciple should always obey his master.
Look, I just want to learn some jutsu, okay?
Yeah, no kidding. That's what makes you a disciple.
This is so weird.
Oh man, every single time I'm with that pervy sage, I always...
Jiraiya didn't really leave him by himself, did he? He obviously knows they have to have being followed.
This is it.
He got there very quickly. I mean, I guess he was running, but...
Get your candy here, get your candy.
Oh no. The shadows.
Here's to you.
I'm starting to think he has no interest in training.
Or is that girl sent there to distract Jiraiya? Because they did talk about weaknesses.
Is
there a dopey-looking blonde kid staying here, about my age? He's traveling with an old man, a guy with white hair.
I'm sorry, but this inn is for women only, I'm afraid.
He's concentrating so much, he's creating clones. That's the one. That's the one. Go in. Half of them are sleeping. I'm so worried because, you know, perspective. They do that.
I heard you the first time! Okay, hold on. Let me just unlock it.
Naruto!
Oh no, I knew it. They do that perspective. No. No. I'm not okay with this. Okay. The setup here was just so well executed. Like, it's slightly frustrating because, like, when they left in the last episode, I'm like, okay, so they left. We're not going to see them for a while. But I guess they just followed them. And they used a random girl to lure Jiraiya away because they know they can't defeat Jiraiya. By luring him away, Naruto is now unprotected, unguarded. And Sasuke finding this out because somebody has a big mouth. One, I'm hoping that somebody at least followed Sasuke and they didn't just let him run out. And two, that's that whole darn perspective thing. Like, knowing that he's at the wrong place and knowing that Itachi is there and that, I mean, it's gonna be okay, obviously, but I have so many questions about that. I feel like, oh my gosh, I feel like my thoughts are all over the place. I don't even know where to start with my own thoughts. We're just gonna, you know, this is... I'm not gonna vocalize it too much because clearly I can't vocalize it, but let's just say I'm ready for the next episode. I am so ready to watch it, but I can't. I have to be responsible and do homework. Anywhoots, thank you guys so much for watching and following me on my shinobi journey. I super appreciate it. I will see you guys next Saturday, and until next time, bye!